Listen to this.
The wind hurts at the top of the mountain. Some QBs are all in. Some cry out, Geno! Still others try to burrow away. Mac Jonesing for a safety ward somewhere to take cover from the blitz of the unrelenting flurry of ice and criticism. Alas, we press Scott on with a new tumultuous climb up Mahomes Mountain.
Well done, leader.
That was outstanding.
That was excellent.
See, can I ask you a question though, KW?
Yeah.
At the end, did you forget a line?
What was it?
What you just kept saying tumultuous, and then
I didn't know how to say tumultuous.
Oh, okay.
How many syllables does tumultuous have?
Tumultuous 4.
4, you think?
You nailed it, definitely. I don't
Tumultuous.
think I know
I thought 1. Time to climb the mountain.
it. That was great. All right, so here's the deal. This is tricky and a little sad, to be honest.
Oh no.
No, I'm being sincere. If you are expected to miss multiple weeks, you're at least temporarily just off the mountain.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because I don't like to,
You're in the medical tent. You can't.
Yeah, you're in the medical tent. You can't climb. What am I going to drop you in a game you don't play? I don't know.
Not fair.
If your status is unknown and you might miss, you can stay on there. Like Jaden. Jaden might miss this week, but we're not sure. But so that means Burrow is just off. J.J. McCarthy, for the time being, is off. And so that's where we're at. So with that said, if you're a true healthy starting quarterback and you didn't make the mountain, it's a tough one. There's some Purdy off, Brew. Tua, Rattler, and Bryce couldn't make the mountain. Wow. He's off. I'm sorry.
Wow.
And if he had a chance to be on, these press conferences are not helping him.
No.
What I imagine is going to happen Thursday night is not going to help him. And Carson Wentz, I think, setting a record, starting a game for his 6th team. Congrats, I guess.
I'm not sure what happened.
You're off the mountain.
Yeah,
Bottom row
I wouldn't
of the mountain.
Let's go. We're
Michael
back.
Penix drops a bit. Bo Nix, weird spot, because Bo Nix was truly awful in week 1, but they won. He was excellent in week 2 until he threw a back-breaking pick and they lost. He just stays where he is. Cam Ward,
Oh, flash.
a moment, a great play that could come back and get him. Justin Fields, I felt badly, to be honest, dropping him because he got concussed, but obviously the team, I don't know, it is what it is. Joe Flacco stays where he is. Jake Browning, I don't know, bro. He's chucking it. It's fine. They won.
It'll be exciting.
And KW.
What a day.
KW.
What a great day.
Matt Jones.
I never thought there was an alternate reality where this day never happened.
Yeah. But that was,
We're back.
That was the vast majority
Week
of
2.
alternate realities. Mac Jones is never
We're
on
just
a mountain
starting the climb.
If he plays well, he could get with another team.
Yeah, he's on his Baker
or
climb.
maybe not.
Or, yeah, okay.
Learned it under the feet of
all right, so
somebody
there.
go to another
So
team.
now we get to the top 21. We'll call it the top 20. Row 6. Aaron Rodgers has to drop. I think had 2 picks and 140 yards when he on more than 2.5 seconds to throw. It was really bad.
The one pick was all Calvin Austin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was all that kid.
Great kid,
that
though.
young whippersnapper.
Great kid.
KW. Drake Maye. He played really well in this game.
Yeah.
I give him credit. Kyler had one of the most indefensible interceptions of the year, but aside from that, played well. Russ, obviously, despite Rex Ryan saying couldn't play dead in a Western, and they were doing wrong by the team by starting him. He then throws for almost 500 yards.
Awesome.
He also had a bad pick at the end. Caleb and Trevor, mixed bag for both of them. More of a mixed bag for Trevor, to be honest. More highs and more lows. Caleb was just okay, but I can't drop them down where they are. They are where they are. To the top 15. CJ hanging on to a top 15 spot, but barely at the moment. Jaden hasn't been bad this year. He's not been great yet, though. And I'm now, worried about his health. He drops a bit. Geno obviously has to drop. He had 3 picks, one of the worst games of his life. Listen, I think it is short-lived. And I'm sad Greg Jennings isn't here to be able to bask in it. But Daniel Jones it reminds me a lot of Derek Carr and the Saints last year, starting 2-0 and setting offensive records. Yeah. But it is what it is. It's a rich tapestry, and it's fluid. Daniel Jones moves up, and Sam Darnold moves up as well. He gets a little boost by the Vikings, how they've looked on offense 7 of the 8 quarters without him. Good KW, a quarter of a classic one.
Thank you.
Row 4. Listen. KW.
I didn't say anything.
You can all you want.
I know what I'm talking about.
I
might be talking about.
You can't.
Well, Dak, huh?
You can't have. No one gets everything they want in life. And part of one of the reasons we all say Jalen Hurts is such a great leader and so selfless is because he's okay with having no stats. We're complimenting his character for that.
That's true.
Good point.
One of the reasons it's selfless is because things like sliding down the mountain happen when you're averaging 100 yards a game. It's just what it is. Jordan Love stays where he is. Jared Goff hangs a 50-piece without Ben Johnson. And Dak's been cooking all year, just to be totally clear. I think Dak's played great. Row 3. Baker, I wanted to move you higher, to be honest with you. I couldn't. Herbert, this is his highest place ever on the mountain. My guy, Matt Stafford, after an okay, not great week 1 against a great defense, was really good in week 2, and you saw the full Puka and Devontae combo. Do not reveal the next row yet. Good question in life. Kind of cliche. What do you get the person who has everything? Well, the greatest quarterback I've ever seen turns 30 tomorrow. I'm lucky enough to consider him 2/3 of a friend. Close. Not enough to where I think he'd lend me money, but enough that, you know what I mean? If I'm in town, I let him know. What could I get him? Here's what I can get Patrick Mahomes. A hefty dose of motivation.
Wow.
For the first time in quite some time, reveal row 2. Patrick, not at the top of the mountain. Got a must-win game coming up against the Giants. Josh played well, but it's more about what Lamar did, and Josh's numbers just were, they didn't have to be, and Lamar's numbers have been so great. And top of the mountain's Lamar, and after that must-win game in week 3, Patrick, guess who you have coming to Kansas City?
Oh, what?
The guy ahead of you on the mountain with a chance to reclaim your spot and remind everyone who the hell you are. But for the time being, Lamar Jackson, who is a couple votes away from potentially being, the leading candidate for a 3rd straight MVP at the moment, he is atop Mahomes Mountain.
What a day.
That is quite a
Wow.
What a day. That's fair.
The mountain is fair.
I can't believe we're here. Mac Jones is on there.
I am so happy that I'm here today to share this day with you.
The mountain's fair.
It is very fair. So I'm gonna support my partner who's not here, Greg Jennings, and I'm moving my friend.
Higher?
Daniel Jones?
I'm moving Daniel Jones up.
Wow.
And why? You want to know why?
Yes, I do want to know why.
Okay. First time since 1977 they go through the first game of the season, no punts. Okay? Pretty important. Okay? First 2 games, okay, scored every possession. Oh, I'm sorry. They scored every possession versus the Dolphins. That was since 1977. But this is also the first time a team's gone through the first 2 games without any punts. That's also very impressive in the Super Bowl era. Then you factor in that they've got the 3 drives in the second game, so they scored 10 straight drives in a row. Okay, so there's that impressive feat. And I think he's channeling his inner Jalen Hurts. Good running game, good defense, and he's managing the process, and he's bringing him to wins.
But he's throwing a lot more than Jalen Hurts.
He is. But who would you move? Let's compare
So you're
him.
moving him
Let's
up.
compare him to
Jordan
the guy
Love.
you'd have to move down. Okay, Jordan Love.
Oh, wow.
So look at the statistics. This is true games, and this is without Micah Parsons. He doesn't have Micah Parsons on his team. So he's got a better completion percentage.
He is cooking.
He's got a better pass yards per
everything,
game.
better everything.
Right on down the line. No Micah Parsons. They're still finding a way to win. Everybody had pretty much given him up for dead. And we know that the formula where you manage the team with a good running game and a good defense, and you can be considered, a top 10 quarterback.
Wow.
All right, Coach, to Greg. case you made there. And
Greg, I hope you're watching.
I now have a bit of a personal question for you.
Okay.
Because you weren't always, as established and well-to-do as you are now. You ever have bad credit at any point in your life?
No.
Never? Okay, well, I have.
Never.
Ever. Yeah, you never. Good for you.
Yep.
Here's the thing, and this is a note for kids out there as well. If the credit gets bad enough, it doesn't really matter how great of a payment history and how great your credit looks for a year, even 2. Yeah. There's a ceiling on how high it can get until there's been a long time since that bankruptcy proceeding or that default, that repossessed car. Daniel Jones has not yet moved far enough away from having, a lien on his house and his car repossessed for us to be comfortable with him being top 10 on the mountain.
I think that's fair.
Even though up to this point in the season, you know what I mean, he deserves an 800 credit score.
And what's Jordan Love done?
Jordan Love's been fine. Look, you just showed the numbers. Jordan Love's been good. He hasn't turned the ball over.
He has been good, but
he hadn't been nearly as bad as Jones.
His credit's been so impressive.
Well, here's the thing. He doesn't have any bankruptcies. He hasn't had to show up in debtor's prison the way Daniel Jones
for 15 years before he had to play.
Yeah, that's true.
He's 40.
Okay. All right, go ahead, bro.
Well, first of all, I wanted to ask you what made you put Lamar above Josh. But you said it at the end, because if Patrick beats
that's not why.
Yeah,
I mean,
no. It'll be an easy.
There's always an egg.
No. That was an added bonus. Honestly, it was simply that, and this is not totally fair to Josh, because they took their foot off the gas. They, you know what I mean? They had such an easy lead.
He didn't
have a huge game. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's for his yards or touchdowns or anything. And Lamar just accidentally threw for 4 touchdowns in a game that Derrick Henry didn't do anything against a defense that we thought could present some problems. So that's what it was.
I respect for moving Mahomes down, but you didn't move him down enough.
Oh my God! All right, now we've gone too far.
I'm gonna keep it real. And I get it. It's a rich tapestry, Coach. So I understand the past history, which isn't that far ago, right?
Yeah.
Just last year you made the Super Bowl. But it can't be all history. Yeah. He's run the ball well, but he hadn't really played that well this year, certainly through the air. So I'm just moving him down one more row, and I'm switching him and Justin Herbert.
That's too much.
No, I mean, Herbert has been phenomenal.
Head to head. Top 3
Well, no, I'm just saying right now, I still think Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league, but right now, we got to look, the games, to quote Nick Wright,
games have to
matter.
That's true,
right?
But Brew wants the mountain to mirror Brew's ballot, I fear. That's what I think is happening.
The ballot is coming later, but Herbert's top 5 in everything. He's number 3 in pass yards per game, 280 a game. Number 2 in passer rating to Lamar, 127.8. Number 2 in touchdowns with 5, and he's got no interceptions. Second in yards per attempt, which I know you respect that, 9.2. And he's 4th in completion percentage. And again, we didn't think this was a great receiving core. They haven't had a run game yet, and he's still, everybody knows he's throwing it. And he's still having big success. So I got to move Herbert up right now and move Mahomes just down. You talk about motivation. Yeah. This is motivation for Patrick Mahomes.
That would cross the line from motivation to outright insult.
No.
And I'll be it is Brew, as you know, it is not left to right, obviously. Coincidentally, if there was a quarterback that I was moving up, it would have been Baker.
Over Herbert?
Yes. I think
Baker's been clutch, but his numbers aren't terrific.
He has 5 touchdown passes, right?
98 passer rating.
Doesn't Herbert have 5 touchdowns?
Herbert's got 5.
No, but Herbert's
numbers
other than touchdown passes, numbers are better. But I think Baker.
But Baker's been great. Yeah. I got no criticism of Baker.
I have no idea where this guy's going.
I'm not talking about Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
And I'm not talking about Mac Jones. And I'm not talking about Patrick Mahomes because I'm beloved in Kansas City. I am going to offer a life lesson and try to move Drake Maye up. I'd like to switch Drake Maye with Sam Darnold.
Wow.
That's not that big of a leap. Just
Well, I mean, Darnold
pop.
was your guy. I know Maye
Darnold's
is
not,
too, but
for the record, for the 100th time, Sam Darnold is not my guy.
Gianna, put a poll
You
out
went
there.
to bat
Is
for
Sam
him all
Darnold
last
Kevin
season.
Wild's guy?
He's not my
off-season,
guy. I
so
just
I
thought
don't
it was
know what to
silly
say.
to just shoo away 14 wins and 4,300 yards. And surprise, surprise, I was right. But he's not my guy. I would like to move Drake Maye up there. We now have Drake Maye is starting to get rolling here. We have the stats for his first 12 complete games. He got injured a decent amount, coming in late or leaving early. These are 12.
Wow, that yards per rush is
Whoa,
plummeting,
game,
huh? It's really
Not
plummeting.
true. I said, Josh, he ran away from Judon and scored a touchdown. I'd like to run the yards per rush and then, hit the Randall Cunningham, Mike Vick stat.
Nice.
Josh vetoed it.
Oh, really?
He's like, that was kind of a last year thing, and we don't have enough rushing yards. And I said, fine, Josh, we're in a relationship. I'm going to mention it, but he's like, yeah, but he's not even at 100. I said, fine. Also accurate. Most 80% completion games since the start of last season. Goff is going crazy. Jaden, Bake Show, Drake Maye, Tua. So he can run
It's
and
a bit of a mixed bag graphic.
Well, Tua?
Yeah.
Well, what about Goff?
That's like I said, bit of a mixed bag.
That's interesting.
Goff has some perfect games.
Yeah, I know.
I think Goff's
Golf's in the positive category.
He has a lot.
Tua's in
James
the
in the
negative
po-
category.
Just Tua. It's okay.
Well,
Also, since it's a rich tapestry, I do a little projection. A lot of people don't like this, but I do a little projection to get in early on stuff like an influencer. Going up against the Steelers in Foxborough. Now, the mighty Steelers defense, gettable.
Yes, that
3
part's true.
touchdowns from Justin Fields, 2 from Sam Darnold. Passer rating, what's that equal out to? About 110. So Drake should have a big
105.
game with Aaron Rodgers in Foxborough. Also, the Wilds family will be in attendance.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah.
That is bad news for Monday's show, guys.
Why?
Buddy.
If we win,
no, just,
I'm locked in.
Buddy,
Don't worry
you-
about me. I will be
you can't. You
I'm
have a
locked
hard
in.
enough time following the whole league if you're at home with all the games on.
I will be
Much
locked
less
in.
you're at a game none of us care about.
You don't care about
And
Aaron Rodgers?
You're not going to be watching when the Steelers have the ball. You're going to be taking your boys to the concessions.
No,
You're going to
they
be
can
like,
run
we
on
got to
their
be
own.
back
No.
for Drake Maye
They
possessions.
can go. They can get on their own.
Listen,
Get ready for Drake Maye to start calling.
I do mostly believe in Drake Maye. Now, is a large part of that because of the year he was born and how tall he is? Yes.
That's okay.
But I like the traits. I think it is fair to say week 1, he was bad. And week 2, I thought he was quite good. And so I think where he is, I don't think yet putting him in the top 15.
That's why I got a dose of projection.
Kevin, I think it's perfect because I think they're the same guy.
Who?
Drake Maye and Sam Darnold.
Oh, wow.
You nailed
can't
it.
That's not
Coach, he can't move.
Huh?
He can't move. Sam Darnold doesn't run like Michael Vick. He doesn't. No one ever sees Sam Darnold like, that reminds me of Michael Vick. When you watch Drake Maye,
nobody
you're like,
other
what in
than
the
you
world?
has
I
said
thought he
that
was
about
coaching
Drake Maye.
Norfolk State.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.